Hey gang, welcome to It's Still Called Today, a YouTube channel and a ministry dedicated to just simple encouragement. As you can tell, excuse me, I gotta grab my coffee here. Drinking my last cup of coffee for today. As you can tell, this is a Sunday reflection, and we are currently going through the book of Galatians on Sunday morning. We had a young man by the name of Jake Payne preach this morning. Really good preacher. I'm glad to know this young man. And he makes me wish I'd have been paying more attention when I was his age, but I'm not, and that's a whole nother story. But in today's sermon, he said two things that I had to write down. And I'll go over those before I let you go and let you watch the sermon. He said, backhanded by the truth. You ever been backhanded by your parents? I'm sure none of you have, but I have, because I have a mouth, and I've been backhanded by my parents, and I deserved it. But when it comes to sharing the gospel, we need to be extremely careful how we do it. I like to give this analogy. It's like going to see the doctor, and the doctor runs a bunch of tests and says, hey man, we're going to have to run some blood. And he leaves the room and the nurse comes in to draw the blood. I have had some nurses who weren't very good at it. And I've had some nurses who gave such time and patience and were so gentle that even though I felt the stick, they just went out of their way to make it as pleasant as possible. And sometimes when we're sharing the gospel, more often than not, when we're sharing the gospel with people, we need to be like those good nurses. We need to be kind and gentle and draw the blood or give the medicine that they need in a way that won't cause them to run out screaming, okay? You know, a nurse could just come up and jab you, but they don't. They take a lot of time, and they're conscientious about that you might not be, ready for it, and you may be nervous about the whole thing. And they show some compassion and some caring and some effort. And that's what we need to do, because most of us have, well, not most of us, we've all had the gospel shared with us. And we've run into Christians who have encouraged us with the truth. And we've also ran into believers who have discouraged us with the truth. And that is possible. You can be ugly about it, and it won't be effective. It will not be effective, trust me. That doesn't mean that you don't tell them the truth. It means you pray about it before you open your mouth. That means you soak it in prayer and ask God to give you the words to say. Certainly don't go off what you have to say, because most of us have gotten our foots put in our mouth on more than many occasions, more than we would care to remember, I would say. And he said something that I thought was brilliant in the passage he was preaching on. Was Galatians chapter 2, verses 15 through 20, I believe, but you'll see it in the sermon. He said, we're not saved because of good works. We're saved for good works. I'm going to say that one more time. We're not saved because of good works. We are saved for good works. I love to minister and care for people. Not because I think it's going to save me, or God's going to look down and say, oh, look at that cross-eyed boy. He's doing videos. Isn't that cute? No, I'm doing this because I've seen what was done for me, and I want to model that behavior, and I want to use the gifts that God has given me to reach out to other people. I don't drive. It's really hard for me to walk, but what I do have is a microphone, a phone, and a Google account. So I started this little YouTube channel so I can encourage people. And I don't care if I reach 10 or 10 million. If I'm doing what God's called me to do, and I'm doing it in the right spirit, then I might touch one person who will touch 10 million. It's not about the numbers, it's about the obedience. A lot of people get that wrong. Good works don't save us. The middle thief on the cross, he didn't have any time to do any good works. None whatsoever. And he was serving out his punishment for whatever his crime was. But this is an excellent, excellent sermon that he did today. And please feel free to leave some comments in the bottom. Be nice. I don't mind having a good discussion with people, but I'm not going to argue. You know, don't backhand somebody with the truth. But I hope you enjoy this one. His name is Jake Payne. He's a godly young man, and I'm privileged to know him, and I was privileged to sit under his teaching today. He is going to be a force for God's kingdom. I hope you guys enjoy this Sunday reflection. We'll have some more content soon. I may have a Bible to review before long. It's been a while since we've done that. And to my friend Jennifer, I appreciate you very much, and I'm praying that your mother's okay, and we'll just get the whole subscriber base on YouTube praying for your mother too. God bless you guys. God bless you, Jennifer. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoy this. Leave some comments down below. Talk to y'all later.